You have to protect him. All this horror that's come to my family. It's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
You are a Stark. You might not have my name, but you have my blood.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Aladin. Game of Thrones released 20 brand new promo images for Season 8 that we gotta break down. Before I get started though, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It definitely helps out the channel grow and lets others like you stay tuned with the latest shows and movies. With the final season of Game of Thrones just around the corner, we're starting to get more marketing and press on Season 8, and it's just a matter of time before Game of Thrones releases its official trailer for Season 8. I'm assuming in the next few weeks or so we'll get the trailer, but as of now we'll just talk about the newest promo images that they released. The theme for this season is For the Throne, which if you don't recall from Season 7, they marketed the whole theme as Winter is Here. It's quite funny to think about the theme for this season just because there might be no throne once everything is done. Remember, we have the Night King this season that Jon Snow and Daenerys will be going up against, and we aren't even quite sure how they're going to defeat him right away. The Night King does have an army of the dead, and when we last saw him in the final of Season 7, we saw thousands of White Walkers passing through the wall as well as some giants. Oh, and you can't forget that he has a damn dragon now. As of now, the Night King literally has everything he needs if he wants to take over Westeros. He has an army, he has giants, and now he has a damn dragon. Like literally, how in the fuck do you stop that? Jon and Daenerys better come up with a good plan if they hope to take out the Night King and his army. Plus, if you don't recall from Season 7, Cersei was supposed to lend a hand and head up north to fight the White Walkers with Jon and Daenerys and the rest of the crew, but she ended up manipulating everyone and sent out Euron to go to Essos to get the Golden Company. Which in this case, she has no desire of sending her men up north to fight alongside with Jon and Daenerys. This is no surprise to me considering this is Cersei that we are talking about here. I mean, she almost had both her brothers killed, so what makes it look like she'd want to help Jon and Daenerys against the Night King? I'll make my top 10 predictions for Season 8 in the upcoming weeks, so be on the lookout for that video. The most recent images that we got showcase a number of our main actors as well as our supporting actors sitting on the Iron Throne. I'll start with the first image of Jon Snow. Jon sitting on the Iron Throne really does suit him well. We've had a number of images showcasing Jon sitting on the throne, but obviously they were all fake and manipulated. At the same time, he is the rightful heir to the Iron Throne considering his father is Rhaegar Targaryen, who did rule over Westeros until he was killed by Robert Baratheon. But in this case, Jon would be the next in line to rule after his father. Some might even argue and say, but wait, what about Daenerys? She's been yapping about taking over Westeros all these seasons and now you're telling me that Jon is the rightful heir and not her? Well yeah, she is Rhaegar's sister and all, but Jon is Rhaegar's son, so it would only make him next in line to rule. Obviously, Daenerys might not be happy once she finds this out in Season 8, but I don't think she'll start anything with Jon. I do think she'll actually stand by his side and support him as ruler of Westeros if Jon decides to be king. Also, another thing to take away from this image is, it resembles a lot to how Ned Stark sat on the Iron Throne in Season 1. Both the images showcase Ned and Jon sitting with their legs apart and with their body posture leaning in forward, as well as having some gesture when holding the sword. You can also see Jon is holding his Valyrian sword Longclaw, which was given to him by Lord Jorah Mormont from the Night's Watch. Back in Season 7, Episode 6, we saw Sword Jorah Mormont and Jon Snow in a scene together, and Jon was giving back Longclaw to Sword Jorah since it was his father's. Sword Jorah ended up declining it because he said his father chose Jon to hold the sword and keep it since he was worthy of it, and as of now, Jon is still currently holding Longclaw by his side. Another thing that I noticed about these two images is that you see Ned Stark glancing down and not fully embracing the title of king. Remember, he was only king for a short time because Robert Baratheon ended up getting hurt and passing away, so Robert requested Ned to take over the seat until his son Joffrey became of age to rule, which, spoiler, wasn't his son, but was the son of Jaime Lannister and Cersei. We could tell Ned Stark never wanted to rule nor wanted to actually take the Iron Throne, but had to because his best friend was dying, as well as him wanting Ned to take over for the time being. But now looking at the most recent shot of Jon Snow sitting on the Iron Throne, I get this vibe that he really does fit the seat. Obviously he is the rightful heir to the Iron Throne, but I mean he really captures the image of a king here. Something that Joffrey never managed to do. The look on his eyes as well indicate that he really does want to serve his people and just protect them from any danger. I know this is just a promo image and all, but just imagine until season 8 actually airs and we end up seeing Jon sitting on the Iron Throne. That would just make one hell of an epic shot and scene. Overall, this image of Jon sitting on the Iron Throne is just epic as hell. We got a new shot of Daenerys actually sitting on the Iron Throne, and as much as I like to say that she fits it nice, I just think Jon suits the throne better than her at the moment. Daenerys has been going off about heading back to Westeros to take what's rightfully hers, the Iron Throne, but I feel like it's just not justifiable for her anymore. She has done a lot over the seasons to get what she wants. She's the first to get to the Dothraki to Westeros, which has never been done before. She has freed a number of slaves and taken over numerous cities as well as raising 3 dragons. But for some reason, I just don't think she's the right one to rule, which I'll probably make a video on discussing why I feel this way later down the road. Another thing about this image is we see her new outfit for season 8, which is the same outfit we saw her wear in the Great Hall of Winterfell, which will be in episode 1. We got our first look of this outfit a few weeks ago when Game of Thrones tweeted out its first images for episode 1 season 8. It seems to me this will be her overall look throughout season 8, and I have to say I do like the dark theme colors as well as the darkish red color on her upper chest and on her arms and gloves. Overall, as I stated before, I can't wait to see how this will all play out for Daenerys and whether she will actually take the Iron Throne. We'll just have to wait till April to find out. Next, we got Sansa. In my most recent video, I talk about how the actress who plays Sansa Stark, Sophie Turner, spoke to Entertainment Weekly about her getting armor for season 8. This new outfit of hers is definitely stunning and resembles a lot to what Cersei would wear. It has this look of dragon scale on it, which to me is odd just because I pictured Daenerys wearing something like this, but at the same time, Sansa has grown to show that she can wear something as captivating as this. Also, this might be the armor that she was talking about. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have the armor that we pictured Jon wearing at battle, but it's not like Sansa is about to go and fight right alongside with Jon against the White Walkers. Sansa would only need armor to protect herself from the dead, even though I'm assuming that she will be behind the walls of Winterfell protecting all the people that can't fight. Overall, this image of Sansa in her new outfit is definitely stunning and it does suit her for season 8. Next up is Cersei. Cersei is currently the queen right now of Westeros, but it's kind of funny that in this promo shot they didn't add her crown on top of her head, which to me only tells that Game of Thrones wanted us the viewers to speculate who would end up on the Iron Throne after season 8. Cersei also got a new outfit for season 8 and this one seems to showcase more of this like royal theme for her. She still has her huge ass shoulder pad armor, which to me looks like some type of football shit. But overall, this new look of Cersei does look well suited for her. I'm just kind of curious if she's going to get any armor like Sansa did. We got a shot of Jaime sitting on the Iron Throne, and from the looks of it, we see Jaime also has his golden hand out. If you don't recall from season 7's final, we saw Jaime cover up the hand with a glove, which to me represented that Jaime wasn't the same Jaime from season 1 or 2, and that he was reborn as a new person who wanted to set out on a new journey for himself. Hence, the reason why he's heading to Winterfell to fight alongside with Jon and Daenerys. Jaime has had one hell of an arc over the past seasons, but I do really feel like he's slowly redeemed himself as someone who really wants to become a better person. I just hope the North can find a way to reason with him and not cut his head off for everything he's done, especially pushing Bran out the window, which will be awkward when Bran and Jaime see one another at Winterfell. Overall, Jaime to me has redeemed himself as someone who wants to change his fate. We got a shot of Tyrion sitting on the throne, but what's really odd about this image is that if you look at his left hand, it seems like he's wearing a golden hand of some sort, which is really weird considering he's never had any accessories for his hands in the previous seasons. This might just be an error of some sort, or it might even be an indication that he might be losing his hand in season 8. This is all just speculation talk, so nothing is actually confirmed. Also, it does look like he's still wearing the same outfit from season 7, so no major change here. Next up is Arya. Arya seems to be wearing the same outfit from season 7, so no new crazy change here, but she still does look hella intimidating in this shot. I just can't wait to see who she's going to kill next in her kill list. We got a shot of Bran here wearing the same outfit as season 7. Just be ready for more scenes with him as the 3-eyed raven and all. I can't wait to see how him and the Night King interact with one another when the Night King arrives at Winterfell. We got a shot of Sam sitting on the throne wearing the same outfit as last season. I just can't wait to see how Jon and him react when he tells Jon his true name and his parentage. I'll make a separate video on this just because it's kind of long and it will take time to break down everything. We see Theon wearing the same armor similar to what he wore in season 1. We last saw him in season 7 gathering up his men to go rescue his sister Yara from Euron. I just can't wait to see how all that plays out though. Speaking of Euron, we also got a shot of him sitting on the throne, and what's funny about this is he does want to be king and rule alongside with Cersei. That's his true purpose, which I do think will happen in season 8 just because Cersei does need allies in case Jon and Daenerys head down to King's Landing to take her out. He also has to deal with his nephew and niece Theon and Yara, which should be fun to watch since they all want to kill one another. Brienne seems to be wearing the same outfit as well, so no true change there. Same for the fearless Grey Worm. It looks like he hasn't gotten any new outfits changed so far. Same thing for Missandra. It looks like she hasn't gotten any new change into her outfit either. Melisandre seems to be wearing a little more darker red this season compared to the last season, so nothing too drastic for her so far. Same goes for Ser Davos, Varys, and Ser Jorah. All three men are wearing the same outfits from season 7, so nothing new there. The Hound also seems to be wearing the same outfit from last season, so nothing new here. Lastly, we got the Night King, which to me is the best picture out of all the 20 promo images that we got. I'd say this one and Jon's would be my top 2. It's hard to choose which one is better just because both are two completely different images but at the same time share the same thing: who will sit on the Iron Throne. It's quite interesting seeing the Night King actually sitting on the throne for once. We know the Night King isn't really out to win the throne, but is mainly out to conquer and take over. We have no idea what his true desire is still, but we know that anything that crosses his path, he ends up destroying it and taking over. We know his army is heading down in Winterfell now since he did take down the wall with the help of his dragon. I'm still not sure what the Night King even wants truly. We've had 7 seasons where we weren't even quite certain of his true goals. I just hope season 8 ends up answering those questions and giving us a background of some sort of what the Night King is truly going after. I'll most likely end up making a video on what I think the Night King is going after and giving my insights on what I think he is truly aiming to achieve. Overall, all these images are just promo images marketing season 8 of Game of Thrones. Just like we had it for season 7 Winter is Here, this year it's For the Throne. But how do you guys feel about all these promo images this season? Who do you guys think will sit on the Iron Throne? Are you excited to see Jon go up against the Night King? Leave your comments in the comments section and let me know what you guys thought about these promo images. But later in the upcoming weeks, I'll have more content regarding Game of Thrones Season 8 as well as breaking down the official trailer once it comes out. Overall, I want to say thank you all for watching again, and if you haven't already, hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't by now. I'll have more Game of Thrones content up once we get more details and information on Season 8 in the upcoming weeks. I just want to say thank you all once more and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.